Hello traders, welcome to Zarian Traders. So today we'll be analyzing GBPUSD, right? So starting from the monthly time frame, we want to see the overall market view. Where is the market going to? What is the current trend of the market, right? So obviously, as you can see right here, we can see that the GBPUSD has been bearish for a very long time, right? So 2022 price created the lowest low right here, which is the most recent low, right? So and then we have the high that created this low, right? So this actually means that our trading rate is between this zone and this zone, right? So if we use our Fibonacci clearly, you're going to see that where is price currently? Price currently is at the premium array and it has traded into this order block, right? This is actually what I personally love to see, right? So it has traded into the order block at this moment. So what do we do now? We'll scale down to the weekly and the daily time frame to see to watch out for sell opportunities at this point, right? All right, coming into the weekly time frame, let's see how the market has been doing ever since. So market was retracing, but then on the weekly time frame was like kind of a reversal, right? So from this point, so for the market was bullish on the weekly time frame, but then we already know that this bullishness on the weekly time frame is actually retracement on the monthly time frame, right? So it means that now the market has traded back into the premium array, we should take away our focus from buying, right, and put our focus into where? Into selling, right? So, and most especially the fact that price has even got into the order block on the monthly time frame. So when price go to the order block, just traded into the order block, we saw that for a very long time, market was actually creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and I want us to pay close attention here. When price created the last high here, created a low here, and then this big engulfing candle that created its last high here. But then all of a sudden, instead of price to continue creating higher highs, higher low, we had a change of character right here, right? So a change of character does not necessarily mean that change, that trend has automatically reversed. It actually, what it signals a potential reversal, right? That's actually what a change of character actually signals, for at least my perspective, right? So we have a change of character here. So we'll take away our focus from buying and put most of our focus on selling at this point. So after this change of character happened, price actually change of character and then traded into this. Actually this is a POI that many could have taken advantage and bought from, but then knowing that it's actually a retracement, so you don't necessarily have to take it. But then we are actually bearish, right? So now, price came back into the weekly time frame, POI right here, which is the other block, and then we can see price has been selling. So now that we know that price now is bearish on the monthly time frame and price is bearish on the weekly time frame, how we already know that yes, all we are going to be focusing on is on selling at this particular point, right? So let's go scale down to daily time frame. Let's look for potential setups, guys. So when price reacted of this particular point right here, this zone right here, so I'll mark out this point. So market started selling again, and we can see the market broke structure at this point, right? So with a wick at this point, but then with a candle body at this point, so it's uh it's valid here. So we have a break of structure at this point. So when price broke structure at this point, what are we going to look at? We are going to wait for price to trade back into the same thing we did on that week, on that monthly time frame. We wait for price to trade back into the premium array in order for we to join the sell, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. So where exactly is that point of interest on the premium array? We are going to look at use the order block as our point of interest, right? So but then we don't want to just trade this big order block. We want to refine it maybe to the lower time frame, at least for we to for our stop loss not to be that big, right? So in order for we to do this, we'll go to, let's say, the 4 hour or the 2 hour time frame to refine it even better, right? So coming into the 4 hour time frame, we can clearly see the market right now. We see the structures even more perfectly and clearly. And then now we've been able to refine our order block to this point, and then we can see that market actually tricked the buyers at this point, because market formed something like a change of character, and then all of a sudden it broke structure bearish again, signaling a bearish continuation. But then right now we can see that market has traded back into the order block. Milli price go to our POI. It gave an engulfing candle, which signals that yes, this market is about to really start trading bearish at this point, right? So if personally, I'm currently on this trade, right? So how did I take the trade really? So I think I went to the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, I saw a change of character right here. So if you use your Fibonacci at this point again, you're going to realize that this is 50% of this zone. This is a very massive zone. So I want price to retrace backward a bit before I join the zone. So actually, I think I joined at this point. All right, this is where I joined the buy, this particular price point. That's pretty much it, guys. So now what is next, right? So what is next is this. Knowing that price is still at our premium, right? So from this range on the daily time frame, although it has even traded into the discount, so we should not be looking at selling now. So price is already at the discount, so we should not be looking at selling at this point. So we can actually as well wait for another trading range, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. But for now, on the long run, we are very bearish on GBPUSD, and I'm bearish on the monthly time frame. I'm bearish on the weekly time frame, and I'm bearish on the daily time frame currently, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you.